I had a bit of a hiccup yesterday. I'm not gonna get into it, but pretty much I'm gonna be back on this bus today. But it gives me an opportunity to catch up on my vlogs because I missed doing my chapter of Atomic Habits yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. I'm gonna do 2 today though, so y'all get an extra bonus one. Yeah, let me get out of here so I can talk to you directly. Hold on. Alright, so today we're talking about the plateau of latent potential. At least that's what James calls it. It's this idea, essentially, breakthrough moments are the result of many previous actions which build up the potential required to unleash a major change, right? It's like, as it says, critical threshold to unlock a new level of performance. This is going on with that compound interest motif. And he calls it the plateau of latent potential because essentially what you're doing is figuring out there's this time between actions and results. It's like a piece of ice. This is the example he used. When you have a cube of ice and you warm it up from 25 degrees to 31 degrees, you'll see no change. But the second you hit 32 degrees, all of a sudden it starts to melt. And it's not that the previous, degrees of change weren't doing anything. It's that they were storing the energy required for that next step. Essentially, all big things come from small beginnings, and if you don't recognize this, then you'll often give up or you get past that plateau of latent potential, right? The valley of disappointment represents the period between the results before the results actually become apparent. You have to focus on the systems instead of the goals, and I think this is a big idea here, and I'll kind of end it here, but essentially goals are good for setting direction, but systems are best for making progress. The problem with goals is that everybody has them. So it's not like the people who win are the only one who has them. Everyone wants to succeed. It's just that the people with the systems actually do. The second thing is that a goal as an end thing is kind of useless because once you achieve the goal, then what do you have to keep you going? Another thing is that goals restrict your happiness because they create this binary thinking pattern where it's like either I succeed or I don't. So you gotta love the process, right? And finally, goals are at odds with long-term process because it's the same thing. Like if your goal is to do a thing, then once you do the thing, you lose your ability to continue. So, you have to commit to the process, and that will determine progress. A bar from this chapter: you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And so atomic habits represent this sort of miniature change that adds to a greater system. I like this bar. It says habits are like the atoms of our lives. Each one is a fundamental unit that contributes to overall improvement. So it's just, as it says, a component of the system of compound growth. You have to pass that critical threshold, and before you get there, you have to continue. It's the persistence thing. But once you get there, people will call you an overnight success, but you'll know that it was actually all of the previous iterations that led to what is now seen as a quote-unquote success. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out for now. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to y'all soon. It's been Pastor Zen. Y'all take it easy. Have a beautiful day.